Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
Practical versus positive.
We're definitely the underdogs in this match.
Carly and Tresnay had a battle on their hands.
We're putting everything we've got into this.
We've got to believe in ourselves, don't we?
I'm really happy with that.
But the power of positive thinking wasn't enough.
Wow. We're not going to get anything on the plate.
And a disastrous main
Girls, this was only half a dish.
sealed their fate.
Remember, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Tonight,
All of a sudden, these farmers start coming through the door.
We want you to produce a thank you feast for the farmers who give so much.
on offer, a reward that will change the competition.
Today's winning team will be safe from the next 2 eliminations.
Push it on today.
That's the biggest prize so far.
Oh my God.
But with so much on the line,
Breeders' meat is not cooking it. All right, just hang on.
So they know what they're doing, eh?
there's no room for error.
We'll do our best. That might not be good enough.
This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. And everything's alright. We live the best life. This is the best night of my
I'm really anxious walking into kitchen headquarters today. Everyone's a threat in this competition now.
Every single team is getting so competitive. They want to win as much as we do. So we need to push ourselves and be here till the end.
Yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling ready, pumped. We just survived sudden death and we're ready to tackle the next challenge head on.
We're on the stage, we're ready to go, and we look around and we notice that Chloe and Kelly aren't here.
We're one team short today. Chloe and Kelly, where are they?
Teams. 7 teams remain in the competition, but only 6 stand in front of us. Chloe and Kelly are absent due to an urgent family matter.
That's unfortunate, so we wish them all the best and hopefully everything works out.
This competition's so important, but family always comes first.
Hope everything's okay for them.
Unfortunately, because of this absence, they won't be eligible for today's reward. And that is something that every team is going to want to fight for tooth and nail. Today's winning team won't just be safe from elimination, they will be safe from the next 2 eliminations.
I can't believe it. To get that would be incredible.
Well, that's absolutely massive. Safe, not from 1, but 2 eliminations. That is a huge prize. Awesome.
But getting there, that won't be easy.
Teams, as you know, great cooking takes 3 things: taste, technical skill, and great produce. Today, we want you to celebrate that great produce and the men and women who provide it for us. Right now, the storeroom is empty, but it's about to be filled by the farmers themselves. And here they come.
All of a sudden, these farmers start coming through the door. I'm thinking, I could find a husband. Oh my God, this is going to be the day.
Hello. What goes this? Hello. Oh, hello. Hello there.
They're carrying boxes of beautiful produce, tomatoes, cabbages, meat, lamb, chicken.
Potatoes, capsicum, seafood, you name any ingredient, and we've got people bringing it in.
Oh, nice.
This is definitely a foodie's dream. It's pretty exciting.
Teams, these are some of the farmers who provide Coles with their fresh produce. Farmers, welcome and thank you. It looks amazing.
Teams, we want those farm fresh ingredients to be the inspiration for your meals.
So we want you to produce a feast, a thank you feast for the farmers who give so much.
And it's their produce, so don't muck it up.
This is really cool. It's actually quite an honour to be able to cook for these guys. I'm so excited about this challenge.
Manu and I will decide on today's strongest team. And the farmers will also have a say in your future. But you'll find out what that is a little later on.
Teams, you have 90 minutes. The storeroom is open. Your time starts now.
The clock starts and the farmers are watching. It's actually quite nerve-wracking having the people that have brought their produce in here to see what we're going to do with it.
We'll use fruit, meat and herbs.
Everyone loves salmon, and the combination of sweet potatoes and beautiful thyme and bay leaves, it's going to be a winner.
Let's do Mexican. We haven't been there yet.
No, I haven't.
Go!
Go, Josh. Go shopping, Lena. Thank you. Don't forget anything. How can we possibly remember everything?
It is the most beautiful room, honestly. There are so many colours. Everything looks so fresh.
This is just like our veggie patch.
Is it really?
Yeah, nah, it's not.
This is a lot of meat.
Shallots.
All right, Jessie, here I am.
These farmers have put their blood, sweat and tears into this produce, so we really want to let it shine today.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, let's do this.
Yep.
So there's a lot on the line today.
Safety from 2 eliminations. That's the biggest prize so far.
Okay, Talia, I'm onto the olive oil crisp, which is going to be the base for our meal so that farmers can easily pick it up.
I'm going to start on the cauliflower puree, and that takes quite a while because it's got to caramelise slowly to get the best flavour out of it. For the farmers today, we're making lamb backstrap with cauliflower puree and salsa verde. These farmers are going to know their good lamb.
Yeah, I'm sure they've had plenty of lamb in their time. Having a lamb farmer watch us cook lamb is really daunting. We don't want to screw it up.
I mean, lamb's nearly Australia's national food. Yeah, everyone loves their lamb, don't they?
I don't agree with that. And probably the best lamb in the world, I'd have to say, comes from Australia.
It's got to be cooked pretty well.
Yeah.
There's a bit of pressure on them.
Pretty intimidating having the farmers watching us.
Okay, actually, all right. So I'm doing the salmon. Yep, and the salad. What are you getting onto?
So I'm going to get onto the lemon mayonnaise.
For the farmers today, we're making confit salmon with niswa salad and sweet potato rosti.
So, Vic, I'm just infusing our oil.
Confit is a method of cooking something at a low temperature in oil. It's definitely a la-di-da dish today, with me farmer's accent.
I think in restaurant terms, salmon is one of the guidelines you need to get right. It needs to be cooked correctly, and the flesh has to be perfect.
If you boil or poach it a bit much, it's going to make it a bit bland.
So far in this competition, we've had a little bit bad luck, but maybe today's the day.
It is about time that we won a challenge.
Hey, Len, can you try that? Bit too lemony, but it is a quite tangy mayonnaise.
We need a twin today. And twinners, twin challenges.
So I'm going to get started straight away with the marinade and get
those steaks going. Our dish today is, well, we're pimping up a bit of surf and turf. We've got our beautiful beef, we've got some prawns with pickled vegetables and a Namjin spicy chilli sauce that is going to throw their cowboy hats right off.
Righto, 2 eggs, making a double batch of this dough.
Our dish relies on the fact that we're having wontons as a base. If we don't have a base, we don't have a dish.
If it's too wet, it's not going to work real well because we're going to deep fry it. So if there's too much water in it, it's just going to go puff up and it'll end up being all bubbly and, yeah.
How hard is it to make wontons from scratch? It's pretty hard. But we're at this stage of the competition for a reason. And with big risks, hopefully come big gains.
Our teams really need to stretch themselves today. They need to reach for the stars.
If you win this challenge, the prize is huge.
Safe from 2 eliminations.
The first thing I'm going to start with, getting the tomato salsa done so that the tomatoes can marinate in these beautiful flavours.
I'm doing the pastry.
The tortilla?
Yep.
Great. For the farmers, we're making bluesimo crab tortillas with coleslaw and tomato salsa.
I love Mexican flavours. I think, everyone likes Mexican at the moment, so...
It's all beautiful, fresh produce, which I love.
Using blue swimmer crab is going to show technical skill.
Oh, I didn't get the crabs.
Crab. Hopefully, this will push us over the line and get us that winning spot.
I forgot the crabs, our main thing of the dish. This is a good start, Mum.
Jessie, what are you worried about today? We're worried about the steak not being cooked perfectly and the rub not being right. We're worried about these tortillas have to be perfect because they're going to be the base of our dish. For our dish, we're making beef tortillas with avocado salsa and lime chili mayo. The first thing I need to get onto is the dough for the tortillas, and Jessica needs to get onto the herb rub for the steak.
We're not putting any garlic in the spice rub, are we?
I don't reckon.
Nah, keep it really simple.
Go for a little bit more flour. To make the tortillas, I combine white masa flour, salt and warm water until it comes into a dough. There's nothing like a beautiful corn tortilla. We definitely think we'll impress the farmers. We're going to take the humble old beef tortilla to something different. We're going to make a flavour explosion.
I hear it's a tortilla off.
I think it might be, yeah.
You're doing tortillas too, are you?
Yeah, but we're doing corn ones.
Kathy and Anna are doing Mexican as well.
We're doing flour tortillas.
Okay. Will it be the corn or will it be the flour?
Out of all the things that we could have cooked today, and we're doing something so similar to Brie and Jessica.
I'm over it already.
It's a Mexican standoff.
Well, just Anna, we can let it get to you.
Next,
Yeah, I've cooked crab before, but I've never cooked crab under pressure, Anna.
the Mexican standoff intensifies.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
Move on.
So they know what they're doing, eh?
And later,
Oh my God.
come on. It's a pressure-filled kitchen as one team heads for a meltdown.
Jessie, I'm doing it the way I want to do it.
One more on that one. I don't that one.
This could be the first time in the competition that our main element doesn't make the plate.
Our challenge today is to use all this beautiful produce that the farmers have brought in, and Pete Manu will pick the best dish, and they're going to be safe from 2 eliminations. It's a massive prize.
I'm so excited about today. The fact that the farmers are in here. This is a great challenge.
Pretty busy, aren't they? Aren't they? It's flat out.
Okay, Josh, so I'm just starting to peel the prawns. For the farmers, we're making Asian pork with prawns on watermelon.
Great produce.
We have eaten a dish similar to this before. We thought it was quite adventurous, so I think it's a perfect thing for today. What are you getting onto first?
Just making some watermelon chips here, so I'm going to soak this watermelon in some starch and compress it, and then hopefully that starch will be sucked into the watermelon, and then we can fry it.
Josh and Danielle are doing something a little bit
contemporary?
Yeah, outside the box.
Do you think they're creating this dish for us or for the farmers today?
Well, I think they're creating a dish for themselves, and that's what they've got to be careful of.
Hopefully it works.
Probably something that not everyone's seen before.
No, which is good. I know these watermelon chips work. I've done it before once.
So you want to marinate the meat now?
Yeah, put the meat in there now, Jessie.
Oh, I'm getting marinade everywhere.
We're going to turn these beef tortillas from something that's pretty basic to something great.
Did you oil the corn, babe?
Yeah.
You did?
I certainly did. We're going to do a char-grilled corn salsa. We're going to make a beautiful mayonnaise, which is going to go with a beautiful slaw. There's going to be a lot of elements to this dish.
I know, just got to ground those chilies up. With the chilli and the mayonnaise, we don't want it to be too overpowering. We don't want it to blow the farmer's brains out. Are we keeping the seeds in them?
I reckon. The lime will balance it out.
Yeah. We want the chilli to dance on their tongue. 20 minutes in, babe.
Yep. This beautiful slaw, Jessie.
Okay, cool.
So Vic, I'm just getting onto the Niswa salad. So I'm adding in our olives. I've got the tomato, the beans are boiling.
Traditionally, a Niswa salad is made up of eggs, tomato, olives, beans, potato and tuna. But today we're doing our own spin. We're replacing the tuna with a confit salmon and the egg with an egg mayo.
What's their intentions with the salmon, girls?
We're going to leave the skin on and then confit it, put it in the oil to cook.
Yeah. Sounds nice.
And then deep fry the skin.
I don't know if the farmers will understand what we're making today. Oh my God, Helena. I didn't mean that.
Teams, you got the farmers' best. Give them your best. Keep up the pace.
Press it on today.
Never cooked with so many people watching.
Just got to get these balance of these flavours right, mate, just so it seeps in enough to that steak. 90 minutes, I mean, we've only got to do the wonton wrappers, pickle some vegetables, marinate some beef and then cook it.
No pressure today. Actually, there's a fair bit.
Might get the Nam Jin going, yeah.
I don't know how many of our farmers today will know what an Nam Jin sauce is.
So this Nam Jin, mate, obviously is very Asian in its origins. Lime juice, fish sauce, coriander.
But I reckon when they taste it, they'll know what that main ingredient is.
I hope these boys like a bit of spice.
Beautiful green chilies.
It's got some nice kick in it, mate.
We love this sort of stuff. Beef, chilli, lots of punch. It's a great dish to be serving lots of blokes.
Very quiet up there, guys. Go the boys. Move.
Thanks, guys.
Got any single farmers there?
We've got a whole room full of farmers. Got to be someone up there who's single.
Vicky's recruiting. She's in a hunt for a good bloke, so keep an eye on her. She's a good cook, lovely girl.
Vicky is definitely in the hunt for a life partner, boyfriend, husband. I don't know what you call it, but she's single.
Have a scan around, mate. See what interests you.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
I think these men are a little bit too old for me today.
Okay, salsa, salsa, salsa.
Oh, yum, Jessie.
There you go, they're sweet.
Yep.
You know how many you've got to do, all right? So we're going to move on.
The tortillas, I need to roll them out super thin because if they're too thick, they're not right. And I'm cutting them into a shape to get a perfect circle. Is that enough?
Perfect. Perfect, babe. Perfecto.
Mum, how are you going?
Going well. I'm just waiting for that water to boil, then I'm going to get the crabs in.
Anna is doing the coleslaw.
Look at this beautiful cabbage. It's gorgeous.
So I decide to get onto the blue swimmer crabs.
Mum, I'm really worried about the crab. Crab isn't easy to cook and it's going to take a while to get the meat out of it.
The problem with Katia and Anna, they've got a lot of blue swimmer crabs to cook, to crack, to pick.
One more pot.
I'm hoping that it's all going to make it on the plate.
We've definitely set ourselves up for a stressful challenge.
I've cooked crab before, but I've never cooked crab under pressure, Anna.
We know we have to work hard.
Is that water boiling?
It's not boiling yet.
Danielle, I'm just going to cook the pork a bit separate to the prawns because, as we know, prawns are very delicate and only take a couple of seconds to cook.
I think that's a very good idea.
Do you want to do a few extras?
What? Why do I need to do a few extras?
Just do a few extras in case.
No. You do extras if you want them.
No, I couldn't do it like you. They have to be even.
We're also making watermelon the base of our dish. Is that thickness all right? Yeah? We've got to make the watermelon pieces the right size and thickness so that they can hold the pork and prawn mix on top. Oh, see, that's a bit too thick, that side, isn't it?
No, that's way too thick.
Tell you what, you're just mixing pork around if you were doing this right now.
We wouldn't even have a dish. We're just going to season this lamb, and then it'll be ready to cook.
Today we're going to cook with lamb because every Aussie farmer loves lamb. And the flavours we think go really well together. That cauliflower puree is to die for.
These cauliflowers take quite a while to caramelise before I add the cream and then puree them all up.
It feels dry. Is it dough? It's shrinking heaps. Look, I roll it out, just shrink straight up. The crisp flatbread keeps shrinking when I'm rolling it out. And so it's going to be a toothpick, I reckon.
Yeah.
If it's shrinking when I'm rolling it out, I'm not going to be able to get it really, really thin. And with it a lot thinner, we can cut it and it'll be a lot crispier. See what I mean? I think this should just be really easy. The crisp is really just the base of our dish, so the farmers can pick it up off the plate and put it on theirs. We can do it again if this doesn't work. It doesn't take long in the oven, so we may as well.
Awesome, give it a try.
Try it. Okay, so let's remember that they're in there, okay?
Yep.
Teams, you've got 1 hour left.
This is your chance to say thank you to the farmers.
We have got to get cracking, Mum.
There is a lot riding on this crab today. We have to get it right. We've got farmers watching, and we want to win that advantage today.
Anna, they're only little crabs. You think 4 minutes?
Oh, they're babies.
It's a beautiful looking crab, nice blue swimmer. They'd want to make sure they cook it properly. Undercooked crab is awful.
Normally, I'd cook a crab for 4 to 5 minutes, but these crabs look quite small.
I think I've got to go 3.5. Do you think, Anna?
And I'm worried about overcooking it.
Just 3?
Yep. So my first test is for 3 minutes.
57, so I'll take it out at 57. 56, 55, 54, 50, 57, 50, 56, 55, 54. Yep, go.
I love blue swimmer crab. I've cooked with it before, but never under this sort of time pressure.
Anna, look at these. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Yep, straight in the cold water.
There's a very fine line between undercooked and overcooked crab, and it is seconds. It's undercooked.
I think we need to do it a bit longer.
Okay, Anna, I'm just going to plunge them in.
Yep.
You happy with 4 minutes?
Yep.
Okay.
You just pick the tricky one. Let's hope they know what they're doing, eh?
Coming up,
My hands, I just can't work. I just can't get it out.
Just look at me, calm down.
have Kathy and Anna chosen a recipe for disaster?
Never had this trouble with crab before.
We're not going to get this crab done if I keep doing this.
Our challenge today is to cook a dish using the beautiful produce brought to us by the Coles Aussie farmers.
What do you reckon, Danielle? Nice prawns?
Your prawns?
Yes.
I feel even more nervous now.
Whoever wins this challenge, I've got an amazing prize. Being safe, not from one elimination, but two.
Mum, I'm just doing the guac here.
Beautiful.
Getting just all the other elements finished so that I can start helping you.
Oh, they're just not pulling out.
I am really struggling with this crab.
They're not cooked enough, Mum. That's why they're not pulling out. They're not cooked enough. They need to go on longer.
Okay.
It makes me start to stress trying to get these cooking times right.
Can you turn the timer on for me now?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so it's boiling. So we need 4 minutes from now.
I should be able to get this right, but we're not going to get this crab done if I keep doing this.
Ladies,
Yes,
Manu.
Hi, Manu.
blue swimmer crabs.
Yeah.
Okay, one second. You've got to cook for a lot of people here.
Yeah,
We do,
How many
Manu.
crabs are you going to be cooking?
A lot.
A lot
We've
of
got,
crabs.
yes. It's going to be intense and we need to get on it.
Are you doing Mexican as well?
Yes, we are.
Can we do a Mexican wave?
Oh, no, Manu.
No?
Manu, we don't have time for Mexican waves. We're trying to actually make Mexican.
Come on, let's do the Mexican wave.
I'm down with the wave.
Mexican wave?
They don't want to do it.
I think Kathy and Anna are a bit stressed out right now. They're not down with the wave.
1, 2, 3.
Go, done. Quickly. I've done it.
Kathy's stressed. We'll let her go.
Got too much work to do. Good luck.
Just a little bit more pressure, mate. The guy who owns the beef sitting right there.
Yep. If you notice something going wrong, you sing out.
I will, don't you worry.
We're getting to the really, really pointy end of this competition, and we are very acutely aware, if you stuff up, adios amigo.
He's just starting to prep up the T-bones now.
Oh, yeah.
How you going with that steak, mate, all right?
Yeah, it's beautiful, mate. Coming off the bone well.
It's like cutting the meat off the bone.
Yeah, he is.
You know, I'd much rather on the bone.
Yeah.
When the T-bone's cooked as a whole, you get the flavour of that bone in through the meat as it's cooking. But I don't need that flavour. I've got my own marinade, so I'm going to take that meat off.
Oi, fellas, why are you cutting the meat off the bone?
We don't want to serve it with the bone in, so we're just picking that beautiful bit of meat. We're going to slice it up really nice and thin.
Yeah, righto.
Guarantee you'll be happy.
Oh, I don't
Unless
know
you're
if
not.
a T-bone it's a T-bone.
There's one thing the farmers aren't short of, and that's a voice. They are giving it to us.
As long as you don't stuff the beef up, you blokes will walk out of here.
No, there'll be no stuffing it up. We are just cannon fodder for the beef farmers.
Is he causing trouble, mate? Do I need to go up there?
Security, you'll get a code red up on the balcony.
Code red on the balcony.
Now I've burnt that, I reckon. No, they're good. Yep, they're fine. I take the crisp flatbread out of the oven and it's pretty thick. So some are a little lopsided. Do you want to try some of that? So it's a bit like if you... It's all right.
No, cool, that'd be good.
I taste it. It tastes a little bit like cardboard. Definitely needs to be rolled out thinner. I'll definitely have to make another batch because we don't have enough anyway, so...
Sully and Bianca are going quite simple today. They're doing a lamb backstrap, cauliflower puree and salsa verde.
I'm not sure about that combination of flavour, actually.
I'm going to get the salsa verde and so we have that on the plate.
Yeah.
I know the salsa verde will work really well with the lamb, but will it work with the cauliflower?
I'm not sure.
This is a tricky one.
These herbs smell amazing, so I reckon that will bring nice freshness to the plate. Sully, if I think we execute this dish the way we have it planned, the flavours are so good, I reckon it's enough for us today.
I think it's definitely a dish that farmers would like.
I'm going to get that beef on in a minute, Jessie.
Okay, babe.
We want it to rest.
Yep.
It's imperative that these steaks are cooked perfectly. I've got the farmers who grew this meat standing in front of me.
Yeah, hi, Bree. Hey, girls.
Hello there. Hello there, boys.
How do you like the produce?
It's beautiful. It's so fresh. We love it.
The farmers are quite friendly with Bree and I. They want to see how we're going to cook their meat.
And how are you going to cook the steak?
Medium rare, and we're gonna grill them, we're going to rest them, and then we're going to slice them.
Oh, beautiful.
Sounds good.
Cute farmers.
Like, hello there.
Oh, I smell those spices, Jessie.
Are you cooking that too soon?
No, we want it to rest.
Are you setting it cold or warm? Bree, think about this.
Well, it's going to have to rest.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to need time for plating, for carving.
Okay, yep.
I want this to be perfect.
How you going with that watermelon?
Done, Josh, done.
You're done?
Thank goodness. All right, what about these? Can I start getting them out of the pack?
Yep. It's time to fry the watermelon chips.
Drop it in?
Yep. Just one for now.
Josh, what are you doing with the watermelon there, mate?
I've just infused it with a bit of starch to try and get rid of the water, and then I deep fried it. So hopefully the idea here anyway is that it crisps up nicely, so it really accentuates the watermelon flavour.
Okay.
There is no reward without risk in this competition, and we're definitely happy to take some risks.
Oh, I've been around watermelons quite a lot, and I've never tried to cook any in oil, that's for sure.
The mad scientist strikes again.
So Vic, I'm just going to put a piece of the salmon in.
Wait, stop. I want lots of flavour in there.
There is. It's been infusing. Okay. All right.
To make the perfect confit salmon, it's very important that the oil is not too hot. Otherwise, you'll be deep frying your protein.
It should only be about 70 degrees in there. Oh my God, why do I keep dropping it?
Helena and Vicky are doing a salmon confit with sweet potato rosti and niswa salad. They seem a little bit out of their comfort zone. They're not very confident with this method.
Confit, especially salmon, it's no more than 62, let's say, and it's for 10 minutes only. If they're cooking the salmon at 70, they won't be confit.
All right, Vic, that's staying at 70. I'm going to pop these in.
Well, mate, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll out this dough. Yep. If you put these in too thick, then they're going to end up being really doughy and stodgy.
I'm just going to put some salt on these now, mate, just to bring out the moisture. And give
good idea.
Give them a squeeze.
With pickled vegetables, it's there to be real refreshing on the palate.
I'm just cooking off the Szechuan pepper, mate, and I'll grind it up.
We've got Szechuan peppers, we've got some chilies in there, we've got ginger. That's going to pack a punch.
Very gourmet of you guys. Isn't it just? No, there's a whole heap of Chinese flavours in that Szechuan peppercorn and... Yeah,
Smell it now, smell it.
Yeah, it's a really unusual flavour, so hopefully you'll like it.
Yep, I'm sure I will.
I'm going to help you in 2 seconds.
I need help
I'm
now.
just cleaning up, Mum. We need space to do all this other stuff.
Mum is really, really struggling with the crab.
I've never had this trouble with crab before.
Yeah, she's feeling very frazzled.
Are these ready here or not?
Which ones what? These ones are...
Ready to peel?
They're the ones, yeah, do those.
Mum, they're not cooked.
4 minutes and they're not cooked.
Okay, put that back in.
Oh, jeez, Anna.
Mum has just spent 30 minutes on the crab and we haven't got any crab meat yet.
Helena, leave them in a bit extra, please, because I feel like
I
they're
just
on
want to show you. Just feel that. The oil seems to be reaching about 80 degrees. Just looks a little too hot.
Do you like the look of that?
Lenny, I think just a little bit more.
The outside's cooked, but the middle's raw. That's not confit salmon.
You don't want to overcook the middle. You still want the middle to just be that. But what if people don't like raw salmon?
I need to reduce this oil temperature and cook those salmons nice and slow.
It's heading around 60. I am worried it's not going to cook in time.
My hands, I just can't work. I just can't get it out.
She looks pretty stressed over there, eh, with that crab. I haven't got much time left and she's taken so much time just trying to get the meat out.
When Mum is in this state, I know the best thing for her to do is to just do a really simple task and just let her focus on that alone.
Where's all the rest of the dough?
Here. Now, Mum, just look at me. Just look at me. Just look at me. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay, all right? You are just manic and we're not getting anything done. Okay, I want you to do 20 tortillas. Now, clean this thingy. It's sticky and it's dry. You need this dry as well. So clean it, take everything off, take a second.
They look real stressed over there. I don't know if they're going to make it in time. Have it all together. It's going to be a close race to the end, that's for sure.
We need time, Mum. We need time. I'm really nervous. how are you going there?
My hands are shaking, Anna. I'm so nervous.
Kathy and Anna, they're struggling, aren't they?
They've got so much work. I mean, they've got so much crabs to cook, pick, and so on.
They need to move faster.
I think we've been way too ambitious and it's really backfiring.
I know that the crabs that Mum has cooked are all undercooked, so I put those in for a further 3 minutes.
I've got a rotation on here with the crabs.
But then I have the fresh crabs that I have to cook for longer in the bigger pot.
How are these tortillas going?
They're going well, and I'm actually happy with them.
Kathy and Anna's kitchen is pretty frantic right now.
We don't have time for this. This is just ridiculous.
Cooking and picking crabs in this amount of time with making tortillas, a lot of work.
Mum and I aren't quitters. We made this decision to do crab, and we're going to make sure it's on the plate.
She's got to stop that. Don't cook them anymore. Don't cook them anymore.
The crabs are all cooked. They are? Yeah, let's go.
How's it going there, babe?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. 20 minutes to go, and I'm still cooking the steak while Jessica rolls out the last of the tortillas. Let's do a tester.
Yeah.
Make sure they're thin as well, okay?
Yep.
Love the old corn tortillas. There we go. Oh, look at that, Jessie.
Okay, cool.
How are your tortillas going, girls?
Oh, they're all right. They're not bad, but, that's all right.
It's all part of a challenge, isn't it?
That's it.
So, look, we are taking that risk. They're not as crispy as they should be, but I'm hoping the flavour can save us today.
The crispiness might not be there in our sweet potato rosties, so we're hoping the crispy skin is going to give our dish some texture.
Vic, I need to get the skin on. We don't want to overcook it because then it's just going to be rubbery.
And your salmon is just great with that crispy skin. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's popular.
I think they're a bit too crispy, Vic. It's nice and crunchy. That's exactly what you want. All right.
Let's go. Come on, let's get it done. Light it up. Well, our wontons, if nothing, will be crispy. If I can get these done, I reckon we'll have a chance of those prawns.
We're hoping to get every element on this plate because we want to impress Pete Manu and the farmers.
So, boys, how do you want your beef cooked today?
Medium rare.
Touch rarer than medium.
All right, that clarifies it beautifully. Thanks, boys. We'll do our best.
That might not be good enough.
Security, that bloke needs to go.
How are we looking at the steak?
Just starting to caramelise now. I'm going to flip it. I don't know if you want to try and do some prawns, mate.
We get them done, mate.
Teams, you've got 15 minutes left. You have to keep moving.
It's not too early, is it?
It's not too early, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, we want to let this lamb rest, so
yeah, exactly.
It'd be great to get it in now.
Yeah.
We've pretty much got everything done but our meat.
Can you smell that lamb?
How would it make you feel if they burnt this lamb? Oh, it'd be a real shame. We put so much work into them. Mind you, it doesn't want to be too undercooked either, not like beef. It just wants to be just a little bit of colour in it.
So, fella, we want to sear this and get it nice and caramelised, brown all over. Yeah. And then just put it in the oven. We'll just cook it all the way through.
You've got some pressure on those girls today, haven't they? Oh, yeah, they have.
I'm going to put these in.
Yep.
I just need to cook these just for a bit, just to get a bit of colour.
It is a mad rush to get this pork and prawn mix on the plate.
Yum, that looks so juicy.
It's just a matter of adding that hit of salt, spice and sourness to make it perfect.
More laundry.
No, not too much more. It's pretty. I can taste the acid in it. No, stop.
Just taking the beef off, mate.
Yep.
And
you going to rest it?
Just going to rest it now and let all those juices go back in. While that beef's resting, Paul's going to get on to those prawns.
Got the prawns on, mate?
They'll only take a couple of minutes, yeah?
Literally.
Can you please go through that? Try and get as much as you can. Then there's 2 more here. If they're overcooked, don't put them in.
We've reached a point of no return. There's nowhere to hide in this dish if we put a meagre amount of crab meat on the tortillas.
Just keep going with that right down to the last minute.
It's now just head down, get this crab meat out.
We can do this, Mum.
So the farmers wanted it medium rare, mate?
They certainly did. I'm about to make my first cut, and I can feel 2 beady eyes looking at me. It's the farmer.
No one likes it overcooked, boys.
As I slice down, it falls aside. It's perfect, mate. It's nice and red in the middle.
All right, that's what I want to hear.
Giddy up. Thank goodness. I'm going to do him proud. You happy with that?
Perfect.
He's smiling.
I reckon that this is enough beef, hey? Okay. To serve the beef, we're just going to cut it into super thin slices and serve it on top of the tortilla. It's a bit rare.
Oh, God, Bree.
They're concerned
Trouble in the ranks here.
it's underdone.
With 11 minutes to go, this is dangerous.
We've only got 11 minutes left, okay?
I know.
We'll get these, cut these on.
Yeah, I know, I will.
I think you left those ones for longer.
I did leave these on for longer. The time is definitely against me now, but we wanted to serve medium rare steak. We don't want to serve rare steak. I don't know if the farmers are going to appreciate it.
Teams, you've got 10 minutes left. Every minute counts.
I pull the lamb out of the oven and I can tell by just feeling it that it is way under. 1 more minute.
I'm really worried. I mean, we still haven't even cooked our lamb properly, and we have to rest it, and we have to slice it, and we have to plate up. This could be the first time in the competition that our main element doesn't make the plate.
How do you think it feels?
It's just under, so it's just about getting it there.
Brie, this meat is not cooked, man. All right, just hang on. I'm just trying to get things done properly, and I have Jess yelling and carrying on about that I'm being too slow.
Come on, quickly.
All right, I know. Jess, seriously.
Carrying on. I wasn't carrying on. I'm a realistic person. We're running out of time.
Babe, I need you to start plating up. I know, I need to get these tortillas done, Jessie. Hang on.
I'm really concerned that some of these teams aren't going to finish in time. Brie, Jessica, Kathy and Anna, Sally, Bianca, they're struggling now.
They've got to hurry up.
But under is better than over.
Yep. This lamb is totally frustrating me, and I don't know how this has happened.
Why are the smaller ones under?
They're thicker. There's just no time for resting. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
We're definitely cutting it too fine.
It's bleeding.
Yeah, we can't do anything about it. It sucks.
These underdone, I think. I think these are a bit burnt.
They are?
It's not going on. I'm dishing the watermelon chips. Definitely not going to serve these. They're too burnt. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, I need to do this carefully, though.
James, you got 3 minutes left and you're going to have to hurry up if you want to be serving dinner.
I'm pretty happy with the salmon. I'm just worried that these pieces here are quite cooked all the way through. These ones aren't, so I think I might actually go with these pieces. No, not Vic, just one, because I don't know if we've got enough. Really not?
Look at it, they're still cutting, look.
We're under the pump because this is a bit under.
Yeah, that's better.
I am literally throwing things on the plate. This is not how I planned to be plating up.
Mum, we're one short.
Every minute counts.
What do you mean we're one short? Tortilla short.
I was sure I had done extras.
Quickly, can you please make another one?
Maths probably wasn't your strong point at school.
Oh, dear.
I'm the blonde one, Mum.
It's all right, I've got one more coming.
There you got your name, Jim.
Yeah.
It's got a kick to it, mate.
That's what I want. That's what I wanted. Look, my hands are shaking. I've got to get all these beef pieces on, then a prawn, then some nam jim on a tiny little wonton. Come on.
Team's got 1 minute left. Is everything ready to go?
One more crab, we need one more.
Mum, take that off, take that off. That's under, we need more meat.
Just cut. Not Valley, we're not going to get it.
You've got to be faster.
Come on, girl.
You want to put it on top?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a bad choice.
Put it on the plate.
Yeah, we can do it. Okay, go.
No way. 30 seconds, let's go.
Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, use your hands, babe.
Jesse, I'm doing it the way I want to do it, okay? Just the way that you want.
Hurry up.
Quick, go.
Everyone done?
Need more meat.
No, we're good.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7,
I don't know one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you guys, time's up. Step away from the benches.
That's how they did it, baby.
I hope those tortillas are okay. Any issues that Brie and I had in those last few minutes are all gone because look what we've plated up. We're really proud of it.
I'm really disappointed. I think we've lost our chances of winning today's challenge.
I look down at it and I'm really upset with what we've done.
That sucks.
For the first time in this competition, we didn't get everything onto the plate. Some of them have 3 pieces of lamb, some have 1 piece of lamb. This stage of the competition, you cannot afford to have a bad day. It's a mess.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat and enjoy.
We've just had 90 minutes to cook for hungry farmers.
Pete Manu will pick the best dish, and they're going to be safe from 2 eliminations. Big prize on offer.
We head to the back of house to wait for our critique, and we just really hope the farmers enjoy what we've produced for them.
So the farmers also have a role to play in today's dishes. I don't know what it is. It'll affect something else later on.
Bon appetit.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I'll let you do
Yes,
that.
thank you.
So Helena and Vicky have made a sweet potato rosti with confit salmon and Niswa salmon.
Let's dig in. I'm not sure about that salmon. It's damn good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm loving this.
Loving that crispy skin. I've just had 1 piece and that was great. I would love to have another one.
It's a tease.
That sweet potato rosti. Maybe it's missing a little bit of the crusty outside and the crunch, but the salmon and that together goes very well.
That's beautiful.
It's a really tasty, fresh dish.
So we've got Josh and Daniel here, Asian pork and prawn on watermelon.
It does look very interesting.
I know that pork goes fantastic with a watermelon salad, but I've certainly never eaten it like this before.
I'd like to say that they're nearly there. I think it could have worked if there was less watermelon. And I think it would have been a lot better if there was more flavour into that pork and prawn mince.
I don't dislike it, I just think that the watermelon's a little bit too much on there, that's all.
To think you can have watermelon, pork and prawn, it's amazing.
Exceptional. I'm really happy with what they've done.
So here we have Thali and Bianca's lamb with cauliflower puree and salsa verde. Well, I'm quite surprised that they actually managed to get this on the plate.
I was stressed just watching them.
A bit more adventurous than I've ever been with cooking your own lamb, but yeah, no, it's incredible.
What I do love is how they've cooked the lamb. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The salsa verde is a great marriage, and I like the cauliflower with the lamb, but I actually don't like the whole thing together. And the pastry is quite thick and dry, and I don't think it does it any justice. Here we have from Paul and Blair, seared beef with pickled vegetables and nam jim. It's quite dainty, isn't it, from two dads?
Oh, that's got some kick. It's beautiful.
I think they should have really deep fried those wonton wrappers a little bit longer so they're nice and golden and crispier. But I'm loving the flavour.
Wow, talk about flavour with this dish.
Well, the nam jim is not just the dressing, they kind of pureed the vegetables. It's like a paste more like it and really explodes in your mouth.
Beef was good. I think the boys sort of pulled it off even after we gave them a bit of banter there. They came through with the goods, don't you reckon?
Was that your beef?
Yeah, it was.
I don't think we missed the bone.
No, didn't miss the bone.
So how'd you girls go, Bryn, Jess? Go right?
Yeah, we went all right.
Yeah, we got everything on the plate, which is good.
So what was it?
We made little beef tortillas with Mexican slaw and a char-grilled corn salsa.
This looks amazing.
You know what I'm loving about Brie and Jessica's? Is that little tortilla. That lovely corn flavour to it. It just takes me to Mexico.
I think there's enough of everything on that little tortilla to just make it beautiful, really.
Personally, I would have liked a little bit more spice with mine, though.
Well, there was that spicy mayonnaise, and I don't think they put enough on there. A little dollop on top, it would have been perfect.
Very nice.
So here we've got Kathy and Anna's blue swimmer crab tortilla with coleslaw and tomato salsa.
Yum. Yum. Look how perfectly they've cooked that crab, too.
Exactly what they've done to it. It's just splendid. It's got the flavors, it's got the texture, it's delicate. It's like a little fine dining taco, really.
I'm loving it.
That crab meat is really soft and moist, and it just melts in your mouth. Really nice.
Ticks all the boxes. Great produce, great cooks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had some beautiful produce brought in by you guys, and I think we can all agree that what the contestants have managed to do has been awesome.
I hope this meal lived up to your expectations. Please vote for your favorite dish. Your votes will determine who compete against who in a future challenges.
Overall, I'm very impressed with the food. It's going to be very, very difficult to try and choose the best dish.
I reckon it'll be close.
Interesting.
I think it'll be very close.
Yeah.
I think all the dishes were fantastic today. Again, it's going to be hard to choose who is going to be on top today.
Well, this is probably the biggest decision we've had to make so far, because the team that we pick will be safe from the next two eliminations.
Coming up, who will be saved by the judges?
One dish stood above the others.
And the competition throws a curveball.
Let me warn you, there are tough times ahead.
As the role of the farmers' votes is revealed.
It is going to be one hell of a cook-off.
We head back into kitchen headquarters to hear our critique, and we are hoping and praying that everyone enjoyed our dish today and that we win that big prize that's on offer.
Whoever wins today is safe not from one but two eliminations. That is massive.
We're both feeling quite anxious, and we really want to hear that the judges and the farmers loved our food.
Teams, today you had the great honour of cooking for farmers. They put their love, care and knowledge into producing the very best. And we expected the same from you. And we got it. We are very proud of what you did today.
Manu and I will decide today's winning team, who will be safe from the next two eliminations.
Got to be nice to be safe for a couple of challenges.
This is a big deal. We're so nervous.
It's time to learn what we thought of your dishes.
Helen and Vicky, confit of salmon with niçoise salad and sweet potato rosti. Technically, the confit was well executed. It was creamy and melted in my mouth. That's exactly what confit of salmon is supposed to do.
I love the combination of flavours and your adaptation of the niçoise. Instead of the potato, you use sweet potato. Instead of tuna, you use salmon. The sweet potato. If that had been crunchy, it would have been a 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
If only that rosti had been crispy, we would have had a 10 out of 10 dish. We may have this advantage today. That's an awesome feeling.
Brie and Jessica, beef tortilla with avocado salsa, chili and lime mayo. What you need with a tortilla is everything in one bite, an explosion of flavor, juiciness, and having the protein well cooked. You've done that.
Yippee!
The fact that you made your own tortillas using that beautiful corn flour, it had that gorgeous, authentic feel to it. Your chili mayo, a little bit more spice, would have been nice.
Yeah, maybe we could have pumped a bit more spice into there, but overall, we're so happy.
Brie and Jessica always get an amazing critique, and we are not happy about it at all.
Cassie and Anna, blue swimmer crab tortilla with coleslaw and tomato salsa. Mexican standoff today. You just heard what we thought about Brie and Jessica's tortilla. What do you think now?
We probably should have done something different.
I thought it was crazy to choose crab. Just the amount of work, the cooking the crab. I mean, even going through the crabs and picking through all those little cavities, and you definitely push yourself in it.
I think the girls might have got the edge today. We're not feeling confident at all.
In this Mexican standoff, a caramba, you won. The crab was perfectly sweet, juicy, well cooked. It was just to die for.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm shocked about Manu's critique. So happy, so relieved.
Paul and Blair, seared beef with pickled vegetables and Nam Jim. Your beef, you managed to marinate them in that beautiful soy, ginger dressing, cooked them to perfection, and they were gorgeous. Your pickled vegetables, wow. Flavour, flavour, flavour. And that Nam Jim. Yeah, loved it.
That Nam Jim is what really made the difference. I got a bang, a kapow, and a punch.
How good is this? We are actually a chance of taking out that prize today, and there is no two people more shocked than Blair and I. Thanks, mate.
Thali and Bianca, lamb backstrap with cauliflower puree and salsa verde. Your little pastry underneath. What was that?
It was an olive oil crisp, like a cracker or something.
Something.
Crispy flatbread.
I think the idea was there, but I just think the execution wasn't.
At the end, all I've got to say is that lamb was cooked to perfection. The salsa verde was beautiful, but the combination of the three ingredients on the plate, the salsa verde, the cauliflower, and the lamb, I'm not entirely sure that it really actually worked together. And for such a simple dish, there's really nowhere to hide. Josh and Danielle, Asian pork and prawn on watermelon. Do you think you had the right crowds to be experimenting with pork, prawn, and watermelon on the same plate?
I think just because they're farmers doesn't mean they are not going to be adventurous with their tastes.
Well, the watermelon farmer was the most surprised about your dish. He actually enjoyed it.
Lucky.
The watermelon brought freshness, juiciness, but I think what you should have done is pan-fried. And that would have added a savory element to that really sweet fruit. And that would have given you the result that you wanted to have.
I don't want you to stop experimenting, but just be careful.
Thank you.
I'm glad he said don't stop experimenting because we don't want to. Unfortunately today, the experiment didn't work out.
Teams, today you were asked to prepare a feast for farmers using the exquisite produce they provided.
Manu and I loved your feast, but one dish stood above the others. And the team that created it will be safe from the next 2 eliminations. And that team is... Paul and Blair.
Unbelievable. So awesome. I mean, we thought we were a chance, but to actually hear our names called out, how good is it? It's great.
Hearing that Paul and Blair have won, it brings almost tears to my face. You know, when the boys win, I still feel like we're winners. Twinners. Twinners.
I'm feeling really disappointed. I really wanted that.
Look, I know it probably doesn't seem, but we are shocked when this happens. We do get surprised.
With the food that you're producing out of your kitchen, you guys can win this competition. And I think if you want to go further with this competition, you have to believe in yourselves.
Yeah. Well, we are very happy for you. Congratulations on a great job today.
Thanks, boys. When Blair and I first left home, our wives said to us, eyes on the prize. And guess what, girls? They're there.
Remaining teams, today the farmers tasted and voted on your meals. Based on the number of votes you received, you have been ranked. Chloe and Kelly sit on the bottom because they couldn't compete. These rankings have placed you in 2 groups. The first group is Josh and Danielle, Helena and Vicky, Chloe and Kelly. And the other group is Kathy and Anna, Brie and Jessica, Thalia and Bianca. In your groups, you'll face each other in 2 knockout rounds. You will go head to head to head. And ultimately, 1 team from each group will be eliminated.
The possibility of being eliminated in a knockout round is not ideal, but we're going to bring our fighting spirit and try our hardest.
And teams, let me warn you, there are tough times ahead. Because from today, every time you step into kitchen headquarters, 1 team will be eliminated.
It is going to be one hell of an elimination cook-off.